Yeah, it says set reminder live. Hold on, let's click it. Yeah,
No,
you live now.
I feel like that took so long. But alright. Tweet. Hate me if you must.
Yes.
That line is saving the year. It's a bar. That's a bar. Childish New Jab is my guy. What's poppin'? What's good with you? We are live. And allow me to. Only if you must hate me. That's the key.
Yeah, that's the key.
If it's not necessary, if you don't have to, only if you must. Never forget that. Only if you have to. How you doing, brother? You good?
Yeah.
All right, let's hop in some of these comments. What's happening? Oh wait, say something.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm talking. I'm
Okay.
always here.
No. I just wanted to see if the thing was popping up, but I have it way too high. Let me move it. Where is it? I have it. Is it the apes? I think this one. Yeah, move you like right above me. There we go. All right, what's up, people? What's going on? Bam did not give his consent. I'm all right. Took the day off so I could do this and stuff. Give you guys some. I want to stream more often on YouTube. I realize I don't stream on YouTube as often as I used to, so I want to do it more often. But yeah, what's up, everybody? Yo, what's up? What was I gonna do? Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Like, come on, showing you guys all of this YouTube analytic crap. Okay.
They seeing things they are supposed to see, but we here.
I don't know. Was my I'm just making sure that my fucking thing wasn't in there. Nah, we was good. 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 We are good. You know what? You know what? I'm dumb because I didn't put it in my Discord. Unless Discord said I'm live already. I want it to be automatic. I'm tired of having to manually tell Discord that I'm like I'm streaming. You know?
Yeah. There's a way to do that, but neither you or me know how to do that. We'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
yeah. You know,
From this show.
I don't know how to do anything. I'm a moron. But anyways, I didn't get to talk to you guys at all about the last chapter because we weren't live. So before we dive into these comments real quick, like chat, how did you guys feel in Udovitz? How did you feel about the white bodying Nomu or Nola or Sola? I can't remember what the name. The twin. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the twin. But I mean, I was happy. I was like, thank God, there's somebody in this fucking shit that went back to being a villain. Thank you. Like, as I said, I was so tired. I had a little argument with this. Somebody was just like, because I was like, why he went back to being a credible threat. And somebody was like, he's always been a credible threat. I said, I'm not even finna get into an argument with you about this. Like, listen, I'm
Yeah,
not trying to hear none of that. Like, I'm glad the man went back to being scary. He ain't been scary for a while.
that's true.
So,
I
yeah,
did.
so
I did see
I'm
one
just happy about
comment,
that.
and it said it should have been Karaka. I felt that in my heart. I felt that deep in my soul.
I felt that, but no, this is about that. This whole storyline is about his master, so no, he's not here.
How did you?
He's,
Did you feel a type of way that we didn't get to really see them like hold hands and use their Shinsu in unison? Do you feel like that was a wasted moment, or you don't care?
no, because I don't care about this.
Yeah, I felt like they were a good throwaway villain to do that. I do think it's a weird decision to mention that and then
Yeah,
like
I agree.
why not just bring two like rankers from F.U.G and just be like, here's some new niggas. I don't know.
Right. Or at least let them have like a little moment where they do stuff together and they get like tired, and then White gets rid of one or something.
Yeah. But all right. What's up, Jaraz? I'll be Ryan in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up, my fellow somewhat different from humans? You know what it is. Play some. Oh yeah, see Steins Gate visual novel. And see, we can talk about it. As long as you're playing the visual novel for Steins Gate, we can talk. I ain't messing with that anime, dog. I expected that from the moment I saw White entering the game. It's not necessarily that I don't think it was unexpected. Like I don't think we didn't expect it. We just know how SIU can be. So it's like, would he really do it? You know, like would he really do it? That's really what we were seeing. Because I think this needed to happen sooner rather than later with White. For some reason, it bothered me. Not because White killed her, but I don't know her story. I didn't know her story before he died. I kind of feel that. I would be more upset if he didn't do it. To be honest, see, I feel that. I feel that Monica could be. Bam. We catching actual bodies, not just enemy NPCs. Love to see it. It was a waste, but I didn't care. Yeah, like if it's a newer character, I feel like that's the one who uses a throwaway more so than somebody else. You know. So that being said, first of all, this lighting is trash. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 sec. What is this lighting? I cannot be seen. My beautiful visage cannot be seen.
They got him in the dark. That's how I be in my room too. I got like 3 lights in my room.
Dark, like a silhouette. No?
Real villain shit.
Yeah.
Real villain shit.
No, like unlock a character you have to unlock type beat.
yeah.
Okay, let's hop into these comments. And I think we start off really interesting right off the bat with what Ashley Lee said. She said, "Here's the problem I foresee. Bam can cancel spells. I feel like he can diffuse White, so it's not going to work." And I was like, wow. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy though? Until I read that comment maybe on Monday, I never even considered that.
Yeah. Me neither. I was like, I think I thought about it a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, White do use spells a lot, but I didn't think about defusing him.
But
I thought maybe like Bam would find a way to block.
Isn't he like technically a spell? But the way he's put together, isn't that because of a spell? So like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. A demonic spell, as far as we know.
Mm-hmm. Karaka might get his moment, but when he decides to kill people for his master and childhood friend Bam, besto friendo, Karaka.
See, you know what would be dope, but it would never happen.
What?
If we thought Karaka was doing all this to get his master back, and then he got Jing Sung and he killed him himself.
Oh,
that'd be raw.
Don't give me hope.
But I don't think that's gonna happen. But that'd be so raw. He's like, "You pick Bam over me, fuck nigga." Got rid of him. But that's not gonna happen.
Nah, imagine he's like dropping him like, "Bitch ass nigga, I'm the master now" type beat. Like, yo,
that would be so raw. I'd be like, you know what? All my respect for this web people. But
best still friend. Teach Bam the Black Flash. Bam and Karaka like what's his name? Boogie Woogie. Wow, Toto and Yuji. Now we see Bam sucking the souls out of White and absorbing him. It was sad. Hopefully we get her backstory from her sister. I guess that's a possibility. Like maybe we could learn more about her through the other like twin or whatever. As Gustang showed, the stronger spell wins. Spitting, he be exposed to demons that spells on irregular and whatnot. So it's like, I don't know if Bam could really do it. I don't know if it'll go that way. But wouldn't that be like mad wild if like he like hits him with like a Shinwan Ryu or something, and then you just see like Vincent or Anna pop out, like it becomes like 2 people all of a sudden. It's like, what the hell? But that's a good comment. What did the reply say?
I mean, it's kind of weird because Bam quote unquote hurt Caliban, so that was scary. But at the same point, yeah. But at the same point, it was like White in some ways is kind of a little bit scarier than Caliban, because Caliban like a stubborn muscle dude. He throwing punches, but White is like, yeah, you're not even getting over here. I'm swinging this sword. Like, you can't block this either. So he's scarier in that regard. But I don't know if Bam hits him. Yeah, stuff might get different.
But idealistically, White should completely outclass him, because I kind of agree with what Big Dex is saying. Bam will ass pull his way out of it, so I'm not looking forward to that. Otherwise, I love it. I kind of feel that a little bit.
It probably won't be him. It'll probably somebody will show up on the battlefield and save him from this predicament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Charles New Dabber said, if you see my comments, you know I have a hate boner for White. I love his development. I never enjoyed White working with Bam. He's a scumbag that killed billions. If some of y'all understood how much a billion is, you would understand why I hate him. Ain't no redemption, bit. All in SIU is all in S. Oh, wait, all in all, SIU is making the right move, letting White show his hand sooner rather than later at a critical point. Thought this situation kind of critical too. You know what I liked about it though? I think to some degree, I probably in my head I assumed that White was a true kind of FUG affiliate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he would straight up just body somebody from FUG like that, like almost no more. I like it though. I think it makes more sense, but I didn't see it coming. I thought like he hated the Jihad Empire enough and wanted to take down his dad enough that he would be cordial at the very least. But I was surprised to be like, no, this is I found this mouse first. Fuck you. Anyways, Irregular Souls. And I'm like, damn. All right, we in here.
Yeah. I feel that because White's the type of person that he's always kind of like. I feel like being in FUG was kind of a means to an end for him because it wasn't like he actually cared about this organization and their goal of taking down the Great Ten family.
Yeah.
It's just that his father is his goal. So it just kind of lined up. But he's the type of guy he's gonna do whatever he wants. I mean, this is a guy who spent hundreds of years building up a kingdom. Like they said, for taking billions of souls. They're just like that's what he was doing the entire time, instead of figuring out some way to. But I mean, for him, that is a way though because it gets him stronger. But it's just like that's not a guy who's like for the people, and FUG is kind of seen like for the people for the tower. But that guy don't care nothing about that.
Yeah, I agree. Naya may eat any BS if it beats a rival Karaka. Yes, bring back the real Karaka. A bloody steel tree? Yes, sir. That's what I need. I don't know how Bam can even get out of that without a major convenience. There are more enemies. That's just Tower God 101. Like I'm not even I don't know what to do with that, you know? Imagine Bam slapping the litness souls out of White, shake my head. The worst part is I could see it. Yeah. Like I really could. Like, oh man. I feel like White's gonna get enough strength to kick out the final clone on a cell type beat, but give him complete free reign instead of weakening him. That's interesting. Black March versus RDA Sword. That would be so satisfying. Karaka killing Jinsung and White slurping his soul. White did say on the Hellflow that he doesn't mind working with Karaka. That'd be dope. Okay, if the other sister helps somehow, Bam getting out of that, maybe. I mean, we could see that. We'll see. That's what Nazir Hassan said. I like that White at least didn't become a devout follower, comrades of Bam like certain other high rankers, Cha, Karaka, Yama. Now he is definitely in my top 5 favorite characters. I always had high hopes for him when he regained his prime power again. I will never forget when he put up those kingdoms against you see everybody remembers that as one of the most devious evil, like that's 2 kingdoms. He's like, yo, I'm gonna help you guys, we're gonna build it, you're gonna have great jobs, make us a great society, great community. Then he goes to a next one, the rivals, he builds them up, makes them war, and he eats everyone's soul. Like that shit's evil. That's evil, dog. Like it's stuck in everyone's head because I would argue that's on paper in terms of all the things we know about the tower so far. I would argue that's the most heinous act that we know about. A billion souls? Come on now. But yeah. And the souls, but I see a huge problem with this matchup. Although Bam is not at White's level, White will most likely try to bring out Bam's full potential. Because he said in his fight against Caliban, now he has certain conditions on when he will or will not devour souls. Doesn't eat souls when it didn't struggle before dying. Doesn't eat red witches. Is that true? The red witches one? Did you ever say that?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that one. I'll have to, somebody, if somebody knows, let me know in the chat. I don't recall that. And he probably gains more power if Bam goes all out because that brings out the most soul juice out of him. I get what you mean. I also like the fact that he doesn't ally with anyone. They follow him or he devours them. I also would like to see White when this war is over, searching for the followers under his direct command, like Kanzan and Godot with Yama and Death Lady and the others with Karaka. Grom. Shout out to Groom.
Shout out to Grom. Yeah.
No, do you think that him wanting to quote unquote eat Bam's soul at his best means that Bam is gonna ignite both both fragments, the Black March and everything, and then he could possibly get himself in trouble because there's like irregular shenanigans?
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. I don't know what exactly the goal is here, but no, I would not be shocked at all. I mean, I probably feel like they're gonna attempt to avoid this whole clash, kind of like what they're doing right now, because truth of the matter is they don't want Bam to
Mm.
fight White, especially right now when he got to move through this game in a certain amount of time and a time limit and stuff like that. So I think they're just gonna try to avoid this whole conflict altogether. To be honest,
Mm.
at least for now. It'll probably pop back up again later, but as currently constructed, I think they're not even gonna try to deal with him.
Fair enough. What the hell was I about to read? What if the other twin can boost the Bam? Like the way like they boost the other twin? I mean, I don't know if I don't want to see that. I don't lie to you. I see the like that does not inspire happiness. I see the other twin getting the Maki. Did you know? Okay, I actually know what that is because I just caught up not too long ago, so I know about the twin stuff. The last station, yeah, the last station he did. He called Huarun a filthy soul. Oh shit!
Oh yeah, he did do that.
But does that mean he won't eat a red witch's soul, or
Yeah,
just
but
you know what
yeah,
I'm
but would
saying?
that
Like I
be
don't know
what
if I
eater
interpret
though?
this more
Yeah.
like, oh, I just do not consume the souls of like red witches. More so, he's like, fuck you. I don't want your soul, you dirty bitch. I don't want your soul. That's so disrespectful. Yeah, he called
Yeah.
Huarion's soul filthy. He said red witches have filthy souls. Okay, then, all right, fair enough. Well, white can become even stronger. I understand the red witches bit. I wouldn't want to be high as hell, tweaking from visions of the future either. He's like, he could be seeing paths. He could be seeing paths. I don't know which course to choose. You're gonna be on some like some Kelhelm shit. This is the destiny I have to take. Red Witch pack too potent. Hey, what about the Silver Dwarf pack? How you think that tastes? How do you think that tastes? Her getting the Maki treatment worse too? Okay, what do you guys gonna say? I don't think he would be alive to seek followers. Who do you think would kill the Majesty? I think Bam will kill him at the end of this war. Really? Really, Priyansu? That's interesting. I don't foresee White dying anytime soon. If any Slayer was gonna die this arc, I actually think it would be Yama. Personally speaking,
Yep.
I think
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not white right now.
yeah.
Absolutely not.
And I think a reason too why we need White to be alive a little longer is so we can get proper confirmation of exactly which princess and princesses were the ones that took him out the first time. You
Yep.
know, like I think that's an important story beat for White at some point throughout the narrative. So we're gonna need that. Um, I don't see many ways in which Bam can escape White, so killing him with some. You know what? Mr. Genie wanted me to do a. Oh, maybe no, he wanted to be Bam versus Karaka, and I said I don't want to do that to myself. I should sue class. I have to admit that Bam is low key stronger. I don't see White dying anytime soon. Okay, I hear what you guys think. They're just going back and forth, and they're talking about over there. Just keep moving. It should have been Karaka, man. I feel that, Dave. I feel it. This is good, but the execution of it is key. There needs to be consequences and lasting ones at that. I wish you had Alexi. I wish you had elaborated on exactly what you meant by lasting consequences. But I gather you mean like, let's say White straight up does try to betray, and maybe through this war, through Kel Helm and Sophia, they start to see Bam as a true valuable asset, and White doing that is not okay. Is he punished? Is he ostracized? You know, maybe you think of something along those lines. I don't know what you think about it, Vince.
I'm sorry. I got lost. I was reading the comments.
Oh,
I was reading them. I'll go back and forth. All right. I'm sorry. Tell me again what you were trying to do.
what Lexi Power said this is good, but the execution of it is key. There needs to be consequences and long
I don't
lasting.
know what I don't know what lasting consequences in
That's
Tower of
exactly
God
what I
looks
was.
like.
That's I was saying. Like I wish they gave an example, but I gave an example of maybe if throughout the course of this war, Bam shows that he's actually very invaluable, indispensable F.U.G. for us, and Sophia the Elder and Kelhelm are like, we need him, and White actually actively went to get him. Could they punish him? Could they ostracize him? Could they take away his seat? You know, like I'm saying, like I'm not sure what lasting consequences
Yeah,
would mean.
I just meant in this context what
Mm-hmm.
that would look like. So I agree with you. I need an example. What does that look like? in this setting in this place because it's just like Jihad Empire already want them all gone. Like, so can they really even afford to do anything with White if they need his power? That's kind of the problem too. It's just like they kind of need White, which is the issue
Yeah.
because he's being a dickhead right now, but they really need him because they don't have the manpower to match up continuously. I mean, you see the stuff that's happening, and like Yasaracha is there, and Yasaracha is a problem, and then if Labor comes, he's a problem. So there's multiple people. Like that's why they had to make Caliban turn on their side too. There's just so many issues they got.
Yep. Um, even though trying to power scale is useless in this series at this point, the real tension is welcome. That's a fact. I will laugh if White confronts his father again. And Aryahan's like, "Who are you again?" I will genuinely be. I'll be genuinely surprised if White dies in this arc. So would I. I'd be shocked. Honestly, given how much he takes inspiration, he might form some kind of mocking. We'll see. We'll see. Is Vincent to Kubera? He's not caught up, but he. Oh, you just answered it.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not caught up. I think Kubera's really good. My favorite character is Asha.
Asher gang.
She's
Asher
the
gang.
greatest. She's the greatest person of all time,
Asher
and
gang.
I allow her to do whatever she wants to do.
I go
But
back
yeah,
and
I do
forth with
need to
Asher and
read it.
Brilith every day, though. I can't lie to you. I'm a Brilith fan.
Brilla's cool. Brilla's in it. I don't. Brilla's just one of those characters. She's like the only character, like for sure. That I'm just like I don't see how you dislike her at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to go through the whole series again because there's a lot of details in this series and there's a lot of stuff, and it's just like
Yeah.
that's not a series I feel like you could kind of like step away from a long time like I did, and then not be able, come
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
all this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So, what are our thoughts on the snake? Does he mean this? Do you mean the snake that's wrapped around the nest? Or you
yeah,
talk?
yeah. He's gonna have to explain it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he's talking about that though.
Yeah. Elaborate on that real quick. But hold on. I also like that SLU is finally killing off people. They weren't main characters, but it's a long time since there was killing off somewhat important people. This also gives me goosebumps because a lot of fans think this is just a fantasy story where the main character just wants peace, etc. I think I like Prime TOG is coming back. SIU's in his bag lately. It's like the fan base forgot what happened to Prince and Akrap after RIP. That MF SIU is not afraid to kill characters at all. Love your vids, man. Just finished watching almost all your TOG vids. Keep up the good work. It will pay off. I appreciate that a lot. Check out your Discord on Mr. Genie if you got some video topics for you if you ever need. This is Genie, Mr. Genie. Oh my guy, what's up? It definitely be hitting me with ideas and topics. It's just that I already have so many videos already planned out. But the one that he wants me to do for sure, I'll get around to is Baam versus Karaka. I want Karaka to get a bit of a better showcase, a bit more, so I can kind of gauge where to put him. I have no idea what to do with Karaka. He's got weird abilities, but like how potent is his defense and attack power? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because he's always punching above his weight. He's never fighting somebody really on par with him. He's always fighting Yuri, Calivan. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Yurek.
For sure.
Like he's never fighting.
And the person said, yeah, he was talking about that snake.
Okay. I only think it's interesting because I believe that the acid room they were talking about had to be like the snake's mouth. I don't know, spitting acid
Or
into a
stomach,
room
yeah,
or
or
something,
something.
maybe. So
Yeah.
I do think that snake is very significant, especially in terms of whoever could control it from an anima standpoint. I haven't really like made a concrete opinion on the snake, like, oh, the snake is so important or unimportant. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I haven't really thought about it too much. Have you?
No, I haven't thought about it too much either. I mean, honestly, it was just kind of like, oh, cool, look at that. And I just kept it pushing. I didn't really play any part to like settings in Tower of God. It just kind of depends. Some things play parts, and some things don't. So it's just kind of like until I see the snake has some significance, or SIU tells us something about it, or just like that it matters. Like I don't think about it too hard. Like because like the setting for like the hell floor mattered because it was the dead administrator, so that's why it fucking mattered, and it played a part into Joe's power and all that. But other than that, and kind of name hunt station because of the rules, kind of hit or miss depending on if the setting actually matters and what's on there. So
I feel you. Oh, she was right. Ran the goat. I love Ran so much in Kubera. He's such a good character. And now I open my eyes. Fuck Lorraine. I deserve better. Yeah, Asha, she is so like yeah, she's just a goat, like favorite. Yeah, random goat. I'm right on. I'm on the night it rained fire arc. Okay. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I won't say nothing else then. My bad. Superior. Yes, Ratchet talking about Adori or FH. I caught up to Kubera. Please don't compare it to Tower of God again. It has the weakest action in the. It has the weakest action in the series. I don't compare it. Do I compare them a lot? I don't even know if I do that.
I mean, I think that just because they're like the two biggest webtoons in your. I mean, I don't say you do it a lot, but it just they're the two biggest webtoons.
I
Tower
think
God's
they
more
have a lot
action
of
oriented.
overlap, but
Yeah, they're both
but
fantasy series too. So
but I feel like I don't disagree with Killmonger. It's like Tower of God and more webtoons have a better action, and I think they're more aesthetically pleasing on a general scale. She will write circles around all of those bozos on her worst
yep,
day.
yep,
So
yep,
I'm not hearing
yep.
that.
It's not even. It's not even
They
close.
cannot write like Kurigama at all.
She's outwriting. She outwriting most mangaka too. Like she's book level.
That's a
Like
fact. That's
that
a
shit.
fact. That's a
Yeah.
fact. I was gonna say that. Like I'm putting her on tiers. I'm putting her on Nisio Ishin, Brandon Sanderson type tier. Like she's that good. Like she's very good.
No. He made a video comparing them, but he meant like that much. Like he doesn't go out of his way to do it like all the time. Like we don't like every time Tower of God's brought up, he doesn't bring up Kubera too.
Oh. Oh, you
It's
mean
just that the two
I
there.
did do that video, but that video was a contrasting comparison. I spoke about where they were different and where they were overlap because the way that the series was pitched to me was always through the Tower of God lens, like the world building, the lore, this and that and the other. That's why I did that. And they're my two favorite webtoons. So I just wanted to kind of talk about where they overlap and whatnot. But yeah, he's right though. I actually forgot I made that video. I forgot I made that video. So you know I'm losing over here. Of course, yeah, I tried to knew where Ivanka was going. This fiend. To be honest, I thought he looked kind of cool, so I brought him up. Fair. I got up to. Oh wait. Killmonger. We're talking about action. If it makes or breaks a story, it's fantasy romance primarily. That's true. Writing wise, Cutie doesn't touch Kubera. Kubera is for true intellectuals with patience, and it's glorious. That's a big fact. Okay. White wants to eat Bam's soul. We all know this. This is most likely White's last chance. Now that he has regained his full power, original power, he can no longer hang around Bam after the war. Our rankers are not allowed to interfere with regulars in regulars area in their tower. But didn't he lose somehow his high ranker status? Isn't he just a regular with a lot of power now? I swear that's what happened. Maybe I'm misremembering that. If he lets Bam go this time, who knows how strong will be the next time they meet? It's now or never. Opinion. It's not now. It's not like we didn't see this coming, so I'm okay with this. That's fair. I don't think this was unseeable, but I do think that your point is well taken. It's like how I feel about fighting the Hulk. If you don't beat the Hulk in like 2 minutes, you're gonna lose. Because the angrier he gets, the harder the fight is. You gotta beat him fast. So the next time you see Bam, White, he will be a problem. So you're right. You're right. This is your time to take him out. So yeah, I gotta make another. I gotta make an author tier list one day. That's not a bad idea at all, actually. Like my favorite writers and content and not content creators and creative teams. That's not a bad idea. I can do that for sure. Yeah, I like that. If Kubera was a book, I would hear what you are saying, but it's a webtoon. Tower God has better highs. See, better highs. I don't know if I agree with. I mean, that's an interesting conversation. I do have a Kurigam versus Slave and Utero thing planned. So when I do that, I'll hop into my bag with that. But I don't mean at the end of the day, I don't disagree with your feelings on it, Killmonger and all that. But I guess for me, I never thought a webtoon could be that well written because I've never really ran into one that well written. I think I would maybe a little bit romantically apocalyptic, which is not online, but webtoons have a certain flair and aesthetic, and they don't really dive into that writing bag to that degree. So I was just very impressed. That's really all it was. Overall, I like it. This is Cole speaking or typing. With the way he talks about trying to devour Bam's soul, even though it was sus at times, it was only a matter of time for this to happen. I really want to see what Nama was capable of since she's Sophia Tan's disciple. I didn't. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I guess that got cut short. Also, I don't know if anyone else noticed, but White fits the description of what Jinsung was talking about in the flashback. Oh, okay, yeah. I did not really take that in, but that's a good point. Like a monster, somebody who like actually Now I don't want to confuse my chapters. Let me not say nothing. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
I
Uh,
feel that. Yeah,
you
that's
know
why I have
what?
to be quiet. I have to be quiet too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, too many good characters. Layla's fun too. Too many good characters. I feel it. Yo, what's up, Mr. Genie? I was just speaking about you and the some of the ideas that you gave me, and I'm definitely gonna end up doing that Bam and Karaka one, but I just need a bit more Karaka thing. East to west, three east to west. I always do it. I always do this. I always just default to my favorite comic book of East to West reviews. I think it's great. Things are going well for the Allied force, and a wrench like White can really mess things up, or at least keep Team Bam from having a total victory. He can go on a power grab mission, collecting souls from different fights, even pitting strong opponents against each other to do that as well, making him a real issue. Overall, Bam is going to need other obstacles to tackle when this is over, and White could make a great stepping stone before taking on family leaders or commanders. But White's
Mm.
supposed to be really strong. Like that's one hell of a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, that's always the like you gotta think about it like this.
I'm good, Abdel.
When
What's
we
up,
speak
brother?
about when we speak about high rankers already, like high rankers are in the top 1% of the power. So and then and Dorian Frog was a high ranker, and White almost effortlessly got rid of them, and that was before he was at full power. And now that he's at that, you can't really say he is stepping stone. If White's defeated, that's a significant thing, because it took a high level princess to take him down in the first place.
Hmm.
So that's not like a stepping stone.
I feel it. But I'm good, Abdel. How you doing, brother? Bam would really devour White from the inside if he tried to tell truth. Is it possible for White to be split up and Vincent takes over? We actually were like the first comment we read said that I said that they think that White versus Bam is basically a bad matchup because Bam is basically like a he's like anti magic. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
pretty much like Asta or Toma from Index in a lot of ways. It's just like no, supernatural don't work here, or magic don't work here. So basically, they were saying like could Bam actually split Wipe up and defuse him into back into the 5 or 6? So I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I never really considered it. I would like to thank you again, Naya, for getting me to Cabrera. I always fear long series going down the drain, and this one will not. So I gotta thank Kako for rigging the for rigging the poll because I think Cabrera was good for me because it's been a long time since somebody recommended me a series that I really fell in love with like that. I'm like I love this shit from top to bottom. It's incredible, and it hits all the story beats that I care about because I'm somebody who really likes good writing. I'm a writer myself in a lot of ways, and I'm pretty critical. I'm a critical thinker. I like to analyze stuff and deconstruct things. So like, her story is fucking fascinating to think about all the time. I love it, and I'm a person. If the writing's that good, if it's that good, the visuals won't bother me. But I do think Kurigam has gotten infinitesimally better as the thing went on. Like
she has, yeah.
some of those Sora fights and everything, like the big kaiju shit, like she got way better. Like I'm gonna give her credit. I like improvement. So yeah, I'm on lunch
Yeah,
break.
she
Have to drop
definitely
it.
did. It is funny because everybody kind of starts off the same way with it. Like initially, you're not 100% no, you feel about because everybody kind of starts off like it's good, but like it's so long-winded. It's a lot of stuff being set up, and then but then when the stuff stops happening, it don't stop.
But I,
So she,
but I never,
everything is worth it at the end.
yeah, but I never felt that Kurigam ever wasted my patience. My patience always got like the payoff was always there. Like if I thought she was dragging on some plot point, at some point when it came full circle, I was always like, God damn. Like like every time, like a quick applause. So yeah. But I caught the good bear. It's great in so many ways. Naya, you're a writer. That's cool. I'm a writer, so writing my own fast. Hey, good for you. Get on that. I'm not really good. Fantasy's not really my thing like that. It's not just like cyberpunk or something. But all right, I like to see what White still had. Wait, I like to see that White still has that side of him, which was sort of forgotten. As to if it's good or bad, it's bad if SIU's main goal was just to let White power Bam up. even more by helping him burn his soul without consequences. Also, why would White take a chance with an irregular when his father was bested by one wreck? Need to see viciousness from White. So far, so good, but cautious. So you're cautiously optimistic, which makes sense to me. How do you feel about that, Vince?
I mean, we already kind of touched on it that last time when we talked about it. We were just like, yeah, we see what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I won't be surprised. Like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing initially. It's like, why is White taking this chance? But that's why he was like, oh, I want to eat him at his table. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's just like,
Yeah, I got you.
it's whatever. I was waiting for it to play out.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Saber Kaniku.
Wow.
What's
Now
up?
I get it. Oh, that's crazy.
What's up, brother?
Hello.
How you doing?
It melting.
Oh, I feel that. I'm glistening over here.
You ever you ever have to fucking wash your work uniform every single fucking day you come home because that's how much you be sweating it?
I don't have a work uniform, but
Yeah, I haven't
if I
done that.
had one, I'd have to. Yeah. I'd be out there with no shirt on. Okay, just because we outside this shit. But we reading the comments. I asked a question related to White from the last chapter. How we feel about his like betrayal and him doing what he did to one of the twins, Sola or Nomu, Noma. I don't like. I remember Nola. Fuck is his name again? Her name again? The one that he bodied. So we're just reading the comments, chilling out. Took the day off. So yeah. All right, bread. I just love that name. It's just bread. It's just bread. White switching sides is the best thing to happen in this season. Oh, okay. For a long time, people have been talking about how every enemy Bam meets joins him or something. White being true to himself and doing his own thing does justice to his character and makes him an even better villain as he remains truly evil regardless of what he's done in the past 2 years. I can get down. I feel that. I feel that. Oh my god. I'd say I'm really happy with it. I like how he insists he's walking his path alone. Poor girl, she didn't even want to be separated from her twin. I actually thought him a pro F.U.G guy. So did I. But I guess that was the How Quinn part of his personality. White just wants to eat until he finally consumes his father, and I dig. If Bam beats him because, like you say, his MP bar runs out, I'll actually riot. So that's my only fear over this development, I think. Actually, Simi, since you're here, let me ask you this question real quick, because this was the first comment, which I thought was interesting. Um,
Okay.
Here's the problem I foresee. Bam can cancel spells. I feel like he can diffuse White, so it's not gonna work.
What's not gonna work?
Like White just trying to pursue Bam in the first place because he's a spell. He's basically anti magic, and White
So,
being the being he is. I made the Toma and Asta reference when I thought about it. Cause like he just be dispelling stuff, right? So they're basically, I think Asher was saying that because the spell and the demon and blah blah blah, like could Bam somehow make like Vincent pop out or Anna pop out or something, you know?
well, the thing is, I find that funny because that theory is insinuating that this thing of Bam, well, White and Bam would be like fucking opposite magnetic poles, right? Or is it the fucking same the same poles? Well, y'all know how magnetism works. Well, you put two of the same poles
Polarity.
together, they and then they don't. You literally feel a force pushing them away. Is that how it's gonna work? But nah, I don't think it would work like that because if Bam could just negate White's being, he would have been did that on the fucking Hell Tree, right? Because Hogan was eating his fucking siblings that entire arc.
That's fair.
And yeah, and if Bam could dispel that spell, like it spelled that spell in its entirety, then he would have been freaking on some boo gimmick when niggas would have been popping out of him and he would have been getting weaker. So I don't think it'll get that ridiculous. At least I hope it doesn't.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The second least time got nuked, I was in there. Oh, I mean, it was good from the get go. I just felt like sometimes I thought she was being inefficient, but I'm like, nah. There's always a purpose, but without anything Kurigam does. I will never forget this man yelling, Guste! To talk about you. Guste, coming! White beheading that shot, he's like, talk no jutsu don't work on him. He's like, shut up, give me the mouse. I was like, bro, hello? I don't know. It was good though. JBD, my guy. Honestly, it feels unexpected. Unexpected. Like this should have happened at the end of the Hell Train instead. Okay, I feel that. That much I feel. It should have happened earlier. That's true. But it seems like that's where it's going now. I feel like if they'll get some kind of intervention, like maybe a spear bearer from the control tower or something else. Either way, it's unexpected, and I like that. The only part I disagree with, I think it was expected. I just didn't know if we thought SIU would actually do it. Like, would he? Is he gonna do it? But we wanted this to happen too. I would say, well, a lot of us at the very least. I can't speak for everyone. What if we go to Caliban, to Caliban, his battlefield, and we see him lying on the ground, all beat up with Liborg standing over him? I don't want to see that. I'm not trying to see that. I'm trying to see Caliban body him. I don't know though. It would be. It'd be kind of crazy, but my problem with shock value stuff like that is do something with it. Don't just do it to shock me. Like, oh, Caliban. It's like I'm not really losing. I'll just like like don't do that. I hate those weird beta switches. Like don't do that to me. I thought the same until he broke the spell on Doom and the wall, and now I'm half and half when it happening. Okay, that's kind of like
Yeah, that's a better comparison and example
I'm trying.
that
No,
we
I'm trying
didn't.
to think of somebody who told me that they feel like his ability to actually cancel or dispel or negate spells is getting better. Like it's improving as he's getting stronger. But I don't remember who said it to me. It's not me. I'm not taking credit for it. It's not. This is not my thought. Was it Triss? Was it Triss or Joey? One of them said that to me. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Like if you feel like it could be getting quote unquote stronger. Because even at the last station, didn't he like touch fucking Levi? And he's like, oh my spell! Oh, he's dying. Man's wheezing, holding his chest. Like, so.
I mean, yes, he did punch Levi or something, and Levi wasn't hurt at first. And then he went later, and he was like, "What the fuck?" But I don't mean it's not like SIU has ever explained to me how this works, so I don't know. I'd be fucking tripping to try to guess. So
He's Arlene's offspring. That's the best we got. It's literally the best we got.
yeah,
I don't think SIU will show Caliban in the negative light until he displays his full power.
What does that look like?
I'm trying to think. No, I only said that because like, would you kind of consider his fight versus White trying to save his kind of people like him? I feel like he was trying. I can't say he went all out, but I felt like he was trying very hard. He was yelling.
But I don't ever know when anybody unleashes their full power. To be honest, like so I don't know what that looks like because when he fought Jing Sung, was he not fighting at full power?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's an even fantastic point. Yeah, I don't even. I'm in the same boat as Vince. I don't even remotely like consider or think about 100% yak percento full power that type because nobody does that, and I don't. We don't know if we'll ever see that. All right. It's always some type of fucking debuff, some type of stipulation, and then they scuffle for like 2 panels and they done. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it looked like. He pulled out the. Oop, my bad. Pulled my headphones out my ear. But he pulls out the essence of bravery, and then he fights. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's full power. Unless he got some other form or something we don't know about. He's not like the canines. The canines like, oh look at us. We gotta transform and get these tree arms and stuff. Like mm-hmm. that's full power for them. Or Yama, he's like I got a full metamorphosis going on, like he a butterfly or something. Like so yeah. I don't know.
What if people from the Kun family feed other people a lightning pill? I think my guess would be that you'd have to understand how that works. In the sense of, remember when on the data floor when Machete did it, and after Dajaha was basically saying that's an archaic way of kind of boosting your power, and it's gonna like what I'm saying. I think you'd have to A, understand that, and B, be a Jian Sula for it to work. But I argue if you were a Jian Sula yourself, you could probably create your own lightning pills. But I don't think like if you fed that to like someone random, I'm sure you do more damage than good. I don't know though.
Yeah, they probably just die, to be honest with you, because it already burns up all your power at a rapid rate. Mm-hmm. So somebody who couldn't handle it, they just die.
Is the implication that the stronger Baam gets, the stronger his anti-magic gets? That's that is interesting. That's basically what my friend was saying. But I really wish I remember who said it to me. You know what? That's video topic worthy. I might talk about that now that I'm thinking about it. Hopefully I'll forget.
You should talk about everything.
I'll probably look at all the instances in which he kind of like stopped the spell from working and see if I feel like it's gotten increasingly more powerful. I don't know. He did sacrifice his soldier's son. That's fairly negative. Would that person have to also have a lightning pill? A lightning affinity? Yeah, exactly. I don't remember him hitting Levi. He like Levi like tried to teleport away with some spell or something, and
Yeah, he
then
didn't punch. He didn't punch him.
but
He
then
like
he
tried
like
to attack
tap
him.
him, but then he started holding his chest because he was in pain, and prior to that, he tried to use his his questionnaire thing where it's like he asks you a question, if you don't answer him, you like choke.
And it didn't work. Yeah, and it
And
didn't
wasn't there
work.
some lightning blizzard something? If you touches you, like something crazy happens, and Bam was just like, "What is this?" No, so I hope SIU doesn't right comes to a corner because I think Bam will break the spell that separates rankers and regulars. Maybe at some point to make the other regulars like Ran catch up. I love these streams. You always give me something to think about.
Wait, what did he say?
I think
That's
he,
funny.
I think he meant like
Wait,
you know
what?
how
I don't
sometimes as a
understand.
ranker you get certain privileges and whatnot.
Yeah, but they're also being held back a lot of the time due to the floor administrator.
Yeah, I don't know. Just wore out.
There's no situation where those guys are gonna be able to be equal unless you give them a fuck ton of
Mhm.
items or give them a fuck ton of
I
power.
appreciate that, Lost Kai. By the way, that's the point. I want
Like
y'all to think about what you're reading. I want you to think about it. Go ahead.
yeah, it's just like, you gotta give those guys some type of weapon or some type of high ranker killing machine or shit like that. There's no instance where those guys are gonna be equal. Bam's only equal because he's fucking Bam, and the rules of the tower don't apply to him in any sort of shape or fashion at any point. And even if they did, he would just get some writing mechanic that get him out of it, so it doesn't matter. But everybody else, no, those guys are fucked, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, the purple lightning or purple fire or something. Yama ever find out how to break free of Yas Fracture's control? We haven't. No, we haven't seen that yet. Bam could only temporarily become high ranker in base. I think he's advanced ranker. Advanced ranker is kind of basically where I have him around right there. Bam is
oh,
breaking Rhythm Tower.
brother.
Yeah. Bam is Neo in the Matrix. I have to reread Last Station. I don't remember that. It was a. I could just look this up. Give me where's my phone? My phone's really. I'm literally reading off of it. I remember there was a spell he used. It was like it looked like it was purple. Levi Tower.
You talking about Levy spell?
Yeah.
It's like he did the spell to old boy that was helping with the train, and then like crawled up his skin. It was
It's
like,
called
I don't know, it
Deathly
looked like
Blizzard.
yeah, some shit like that. God
Deathly
bless him.
Blizzard. Juju Muabula is a spell used by Levi.
What?
I tried to say it in Korean. I'm sorry.
That was bad.
Using this
I
spell,
swear.
Levi can emit a purple flame from his hand. When it was thrown, it will spread to other areas. This spell can also cause someone. Yeah, that's what it was. Was
Oh, that. Oh, okay,
to
okay,
commit
okay,
suicide by destroying the souls of those who have touched it. Bam managed to stop this spell by using reverse flow control. Bada boom,
See?
bada bing.
Reverse flow control solves all your problems. At
I
the
know,
end of the day.
I know. Like that shit is hard carrying. Anyways, let me read. Okay, drowning in Yuki's deep voice. So, wait, hold on. So good. Finally, White is acting like the feed he is. Plus, it's good to see casualties on both sides. Otherwise, it wouldn't be realistic for a war setting. Just wish we got to
Now,
see.
wait, hold on. No, hold on. When you say casualties on both sides, what are you talking about?
Yorora, somewhat different from another human being type beat, nigga.
See. My problem with that so far
Lopo
is
be a
that we
bird.
still haven't gotten it from an enemy on the jihad side. White did that. So is White gonna cause all the casualties on our team? Like, so I'm not ready to go that far. Like, still calling this a war arc is still overstated.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me. Until more
25th,
people from
something
both
vastly
sides.
different from a mortal bam. I like it. No, who on our side died?
The twin.
Oh, okay.
So,
I've already forgot. They're not on my side. I'm on Mew Love side. So
I mean, that's really it, right? That's what I'm saying. Let's say casualties on both sides. That's kind of premature a little bit. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying pump the brakes on that a little bit. We got one person gone on our side, and White did that.
mhm.
Wasn't even nobody from Jihad's side. They still 0 for like 20. They ain't even won a single fight.
That's fair. Where was I? We just wish we got to see a bit more of the twins before one of them got killed. Since all I really felt was the initial shock. A lot of people have said that, and I don't disagree with the sentiment. I just feel like if you were gonna pick a character to just body like that, it should have been somebody who was newly introduced. Just felt it was a weird thing to be like, hey, we're Sophia's 10 disciples, and when we hold hands, we're super strong, and never saw that. That's a pretty weird choice to me, but I'm not losing sleep over it. Fuck them. There also it's very in character for White to use F.U.G. and give no fucks about them, considering what he did to the two kingdoms. And I think SLU left enough hints throughout season 3 to show that he had a consistent desire to Kirby sound Bam so yummy. Just hoping SLU commits to making him an actual threat to Bam and not just pacify him again halfway through the season. That's a fact. I effing hate it. Why did I censor myself? I fucking hate it only because Bam got shit he trying to do. But for the story, it's the best thing to happen because White shouldn't be buddy with us, and it doesn't make sense for it to happen. I wish he could just waited until after the war, but it seems narratively White will end up helping Bam. That was all over the place. Was that just me?
Yeah, it felt like it. White already helped Bam.
Like, yeah, like
I
I
mean,
hate it.
he
But
made
it's
a deal. He
good.
made a deal with his seventh clone or whatever the clone. I don't even know what number it is. He
Yeah.
made a deal with the clone, and that's why they were doing that. Now, one thing I was gonna say, now that I remember, now that we brought that up,
Yeah.
I was thinking that maybe instead of like completely diffusing the entire clone, I could also see some situation where Bam, whatever Bam does, can make one of the other clones take over the main position temporarily,
Like he could talk to
potentially or
Vincent.
something. Yeah,
Mm.
or this other clone, the seventh clone or whatever,
The
whoever
girl,
whatever
I think
number
it
it
was
was.
Anna or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Last clone. Bam already killing people, minor fights, but still. Okay, yeah, the fucking Ewoks and what's
See,
the
but that's what but I wasn't saying that. But I'm talking about there's a lot of people on the Jihad side that are gone. Hasaracha, uh, he got whacked in one chapter. Yeah, whoever Bam fights, whoever Yama fights in the thing,
yeah.
like they've lost plenty of people.
Oh, okay. Some of the Houndborns, I guess. I wish SIU just went 36 chapters without Bam like Currycom did with Lee's and focus on the princesses. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, yeah. Don't ever think that. Don't ever do that to yourself.
Yeah, don't give yourself that kind of hope. Um, but what's your comment? What's your comment? Yeah, I don't know. I felt you all over the place, but ultimately, I guess you think it's good narratively, but I don't know about the ending. We randomly said he will end up helping Bam. I don't know. We'll see though. White versus Bam epic battle. White shows why he hates Bam so much. White flashback. Okay, simple. White plays his own game. He never really betrayed Bam. He did what Kun asked him to do and moved on. I mean, I feel no. Did I? No, hold on. Maybe I'm not capping. I'm pretty sure I put betrayal in quotations when I made asked this question. Yeah, you see the reason why I did that because to me it's not really a betrayal in that conventional sense. Like White to me has always been a lone wolf, kind of playing nice until he gets what he wants. But I felt like he did it too long. Is my point, I guess. So.
Or it just could have been better. Like
Damn.
SIU could do a better job with like expressions or just like doing a better job of just like kind of foreshadowing the future event of the betrayal or whatever event that's gonna happen. Because it kind of like ends up a lot of jarring a lot of the times because just like character just be going through the motion and next thing you know it just happens. But the thing is just like like it's not that like, we said this before in a past stream. It's not that a lot of the stuff that happens in Tower of God is unbelievable by any stretch of the imagination. It's just the way that it's set up and executed, just not always good.
I mean, I always use the Game of Thrones example with Daenerys. It's not unbelievable that she would do that to King's Landing, right? It's how did we get there? Was that seamless? Did that
Yeah,
crescendo properly? No, it was jarring as fuck. All of a sudden she's just looking Use Fire Blast. What? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Like,
that's that. Yeah, that's never the problem with SIU. A lot of his decisions are not really like, oh, they don't make sense. It's just how we do it. It's just not. Yeah,
mhm.
it's just not seamless a lot of the times. He could do a better job. He could work on his ability to transition, foreshadow this stuff better, use the expressions of the characters to his advantage. Like you see it all the time.
Mhm.
Like you'll see a character have like a little panel where it's like they do a little smirk thing, or they show like their eyes, and you're just like, oh, okay, I know a betrayal's coming down the road or in a couple of chapters or something like
Mhm.
that. And that's how you just won't do that. The character will just be carrying along as usual, and next thing you know, it's just like, it's over. He does it sometimes, and other times he doesn't. So
Mhm.
it's kind of inconsistent in that.
I got you. Um, what's Michelle trying to accomplish? Bloodshed. She's just a chaos merchant.
Yeah, she told you she's trying to bring back the old age of the tower,
Yeah.
and she's trying to get people who are inactive to finally start moving.
Go to New Waves, the end of season 2, the last station, like the last 2 chapters where she's talking to Hajin Sung when he's in the contraption. That's what she talks about, like what she wants to do. Hollow Zangetsu type be a different white taking over. A friend of mine has been asking for that since the start of this season. That would be I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Vincent running the white body or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's just one of those things where
I,
I'll cross that bridge if I get there.
I honestly thought that would have been an interesting concept for when he fought different people because they all kind of had a specialty.
Hmm.
Like, uh, uh, Hoquin was a lot more offensive talent, while Vincent was a defensive talent. He said that was kind of always the problem. It was like, we always fought each other, but you never were on the offensive. You just blocked.
Hmm.
That's what you did. So I always thought that would have been interesting if White fought a different amount of people or different types of people. He would just switch to whoever was the best at dealing with that person
Fair
because he
enough.
has all those souls inside of him. I thought that would be like the best thing, best operation. It would have made him kind of like really interesting too, because then he could have been like kind of like I guess like Sensui in a thing. You would have saw him with just so many different
God,
personalities.
a
Kind of what made him
machine
scary.
handgun? Yes, sir. um, I really wish some regulars would die. They're up against Haigh-Rankers. There should be a cost of war scene where one of the Bam's friends died. Probably won't happen though. It's not. It's not gonna
No,
It's
happen.
not.
yeah,
I'm
no,
telling you.
yeah, it's not gonna
Abandon
happen. So don't get your hopes
it.
up.
Abandon that thought. The two sisters were done for splitting up. 100%. Hey, it's in the universe. Who knows? Lions don't hunt weak prey. That's the best way I can sum up what White's doing. Okay, respect. I agree. Who do you think would die though? No regulars, dude.
Nobody.
I hope so. Could give wait. H could give also give give hope that he wants to help Bam, and then he takes Jin Sung's soul, wanting to see Bam in despair. She's a thrill seeker, an electric ape. I wonder what Elaine's doing. Hopefully, we see her in a fight. Didn't we see her in this chapter? In the hall with many pillars, many columns. Like I hate when he names a room like the room with many chairs. Why are you doing that? There's no need. Just stop. It's necessary.
Try to be mysterious and cool.
It's so a hallway with many pillars. Oh brother. At the moment, I really like the direction SIU is taking White down. He feels menacing again, although I won't be surprised if White's desires get pushed to the wayside due to a stronger enemy threatening Bam's life. Oh shit. White is a small dick piece of shit. Always was. Don't know how high anyone had to be to think there was anything remotely interesting about that character. That was aggressive.
Damn.
That was mighty aggressive.
Wait, but what does he mean? Nothing interesting about the character.
I'm
He
just
mean exactly what he said. That nigga not interested.
he's saying there's nothing that White's ever done or said that made him or her interested in the character at all.
Oh, okay. Well, if you feel that way, I can't tell you that you're wrong, but I
I
disagree.
disagree, but yeah, I mean
Just whatever. If you feel
that
that strongly about it, then that's all good.
that sounds interesting. Vincent and White could continue to struggle for control. White could even be more unpredictable. That'd be interesting. The deepest, darkest foot. Oh, brother. Okay. Uh, Edward Kenway feels good. Feels like has a different vibe. Now with White running crazy, I love it. I feel that. I loved White's betrayal for two reasons. I wasn't as excited as I wanted to be about the hand holding TOG style Ram characters, but now I'm guessing that's ReZero reference.
ReZero, yes.
But now that the whole shtick of them being two parts of a whole has finally been forcefully taken away by White, it forces the surviving member to make something different out of herself, especially since she was the more expressive one. Seeing her reaction to her partner's death will be a treat. I have high hopes that this will be used to turn her into a better character that will stick around for a while.
She's
Frank,
dying.
you think so?
But wait, but why would? Well, I guess if you just like the design of the character, I guess it doesn't really matter. But no, I agree. I think she get out of here.
She's dying.
Her
Very
her best
funny.
attribute her best attribute was being with her twin and them being stronger together. He did that whole storyline to me to foreshadow that they both getting out of here, or she'll just disappear. Even if she doesn't get offed. I don't think she's gonna be traveling with the group because what's the point of that? What's the point of adding another person to the cast? And what does she bring to the table? We have Haigh-Rankers, and she's not one of the originals, where she was one of Bam's close regular friends. So what does she bring? She's not Doan either.
Yeah, she's dying.
Yep. Bam
I don't
has
know. That's just my opinion, though.
yeah.
Can't tell you that's wrong.
Bam has got with him two F.U.G elders, three slayers, a Vankel, five Haigh-Rankers, two of them are ancient war heroes. Just imagine Hudson Sung seen his lineup. Hype. That's real. Have you played the visual novel Umeneko When They Cry? Well, let's just say
That nigga,
August will be a very good month for you if you come watch me on Twitch because
that
that
nigga asking you that because he finna spoil you. I don't know how whatever the fuck you just read relates to that game, but he asked you that because he was trying to bring up some spoilers.
oh well I haven't, so don't spoil it yet because I'm going to be playing it on Twitch in August. That and then Higurashi. Oh,
Simi got to be there to look at the comment section.
okay.
Comment section finna just start saying shit.
Elaine's with Rack and Hockney. I disagree too. White's introduction was eerily good. I think so. You think Yama's gonna have to kill the Houndborn's people himself? No. I wouldn't put it past Yas Ratchet to put a cage with one of them to that. So maybe he has to if it forces him to waste a turn. But feel like he would do something a lot more crafty. That's too like that's easy. Like fight your own people or not. Like I feel like he has something more deep into mind. I didn't finish his comment, by the way, so hold on. Where was I? Frankly speaking, it hasn't been enough of White killing people. He was the most notorious slayer who killed 1 billion people. I want that side of him more. I like seeing the side of him come out more. First with the rough death of many hands, and now with TOG Rem. I want White to be the biggest reason for TOG's new gore warnings. As for his hunt for Bam, I want it to feel more intimidating. White, who stood toe to toe with Caliban, is facing Bam, who can only scratch Caliban, and yet I don't feel scared. We know Bam isn't going to die, but I think there is a way to make it feel scary on some levels. I don't see this happening, but what if White, since Bam isn't a regular, could not kill Bam, but instead only absorb his power? I personally find the possibility of losing progress more scary than the threat of death for a shonen like protagonist. How do you guys feel about that?
That's not happening, so I can't really see it. So it makes it hard. It makes
Um,
it if there was any indication of anything like that would ever happen to Bam, that'd be interesting. But my thing is, even let's say somehow that White absorbed him, quote unquote, or absorbed his power. He probably just regurgitated out like Cell. Like it just wouldn't stay. It wouldn't stay for any length of time. But go ahead, Sim.
yeah, that was just a very elaborate way of bringing back the whole deep power BAM theory. And just as Vince said, well, actually, I'm gonna go a little harsher with it. It's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't. Nothing negative is gonna happen to BAM. Come on, guys. That being said, I mean, it is cool. It's a cool thing to think about. It's a nice thing to want too. But is that gonna happen? No, I could almost bet money that it's not gonna happen. But I mean, I would like to see him get deep power, especially since how fast he got all of this power. Now he's thrown into the big leagues, and then being put right back into the little leagues would be a cool contrast of things to do and all that other fun shit. But no, I don't see that happening at all. I mean, I if the two was to fight full out, yeah, it would be a cool multi-chapter fight. But I don't see fucking Bam ever being in no danger. Period.
I feel that. Let's wait and see. It's good characters die. If Prince and Akraptor are brought up, well, execution. If so, and Sophie could be interesting to react. I do want to know what she's going to do because I think she's just kind of playing defense with her like special lighthouse. But I do want to know what she can do because all things considered, Helm's a bozo, but I like his abilities.
Oh, my fault. I forgot to say one thing too. Also, if White was to absorb the souls that fucking Bam got, right? Just as Vince said, I could see it being on his self gimmick, but even worse, them souls gonna be like, "Oh, we don't want you to be in control of us." Type B. All of a sudden, even though if they could have done that beforehand, they should have done that fucking when he ate them a billion souls, and they would fucking like give that nigga a tummy ache or something. He gonna throw him out or something like that. Man, ah,
I mean,
I'm
Bam, you
tired.
gotta think about how complex Bam's soul probably is too. That's kind of the issue. Like Bam, an ignition weapon. He got the red demon. He got the blue demon. The demon asking why he keep throwing other shit in here. He like, why you keep packing all this shit in here, dude? Like, you already got us in here. Now you throwing all this other stuff in here. Like, nah, I feel like even if White somehow absorbed it, like he feel it for an instant and he like regurgitate it all out because there's too much shit going on in there. It's a lot. It's a lot of shit. And then who knows what else, like Arlene or whatever? Because you gotta think about this. Like Bam died before and he got revived, so he already a weird soul in that regard. Like nothing about that guy is normal. So like it ain't nothing that White has ever experienced and ever would experience.
Rock should just die at this point. Also, I hope he runs into White and White then remembers the time that Rack sat on his back when he was flying on the hidden floor and he killed Rack for it.
That's such a petty
I'm
reason.
so fucking. Mr. G, you're killing me right now. But I understand his frustration with Rack though. Like, are you going to do something or are you just gonna fucking make jokes all the goddamn time? Because if that's the case, get out the story. Just leave. I'm not. I'm with it. I don't disagree. To my first comment, White Death has some real strength around. Doesn't know if he really taken much of their enemies or further. Hold on, maybe what you're saying. Revived White has been fairly confident. At most, he's been annoyed with opponents, but not under pressure. Caliban aside, for real, didn't think he would turn so soon. I thought he'd at least wait until they were close to victory, but nah, he's just here for the buffet of Haigh-Rankers and Ranker Souls. I'm really trying to think about what exactly he has done to benefit F.U.G. inside out. That's a good question. Outside of pure strength, destroying those two kingdoms, did F.U.G. flip and sell the land post war? On the Hell Train, Karaka made it seem like White was this necessary asset that they needed no matter what. But if it's like how White said, he's on nobody's side, what's going to be Karaka's next move if he's a liability to the mission, if he's already trying to save Jinsung? So Karaka and White could maybe have some friction here moving forward. I I think somebody had said that what if Karaka and Bam have to basically fight him together to get the Hajin Sung, and I'm like, that's just awful. That's just awful to me. Her sister dying could maybe unite their souls, making her stronger. If White forgot his snack, so you're saying if, but how would if White didn't eat the soul, how would the other sister extract the soul? I guess is my question.
My question is, why do y'all care about these two characters so much?
I mean, I don't know. I would immediately reconsider my Slayer if White devours Moron, aka Doan. No cap. I want a flaky ass god. She's with Karaka. She sunned him, so like I'm in the mud. I got to play it up next. Okay, good. I mean, I've heard good things about Umineko. If White couldn't absorb Gustang, simple stealing spell, he's not absorbing Bam Soul. Fair enough. Like the stream if you haven't. Oh yeah, I didn't do any of my YouTube stuff. Like the stream. For new, subscribe. What's the other stuff? Hit the bell.
I'm
Super,
crying at this comment, at
super
this at
chat.
your chat.
Uh, PayPal, something. Anyways, Bam should go up the tower with Kaiser, Rat, Kun, and Hockney and Huarium. They all have the 5 basic positions in their guide. If he takes this team and takes the administrator's test, it would be better. I want that, but we don't know. He's an irregular, like up there with Who's Ariel? Oh, REA. Oh, REA. Phantom Minim, the 10 left. Well, not Phantom Minim, he's an Axis. The 10 leaders. It's not weird that he's this strong. You just hate the fact that he started that weak and he's growing fast. All the previous irregulars came into the tower OP. They were regardless monsters. You just gotta watch one grow and you hate it. Like me? Oh, you talking about me? I hate it? Oh, I mean, that's a big assumption.
No, I think I'm pretty sure he was talking about Simi.
Oh,
Simi's comments. He talked about that one time. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
oh.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
we've already
I've
touched on
never
this before.
agreed with that community wide sentiment. Anyways, people think that Urek came into the tower just OD, and here's my problem with sometimes when people read things, they interpret it one way. When Yuri and Evan are like, he's he doesn't give me the like feel of an irregular. That to me, this has nothing to do with his overall strength and power, because he immediately made them look dumb when he clearly had the Shinsu density to go fight the steel eel and he was fine. So of course he proved himself immediately. He's an irregular. He was built different from the get go. My problem is I feel like Urek has a type of personality. He's magnanimous, the self-proclaimed champion. He probably walked into the tower like he was the shit. He had a different type of energy when he came into the tower. Bam's a small being who don't know nothing. That's why he's so timid and shit, and he's growing, cause like it's different. Urek actually was speaking about the outside world he came from. He wasn't stuck in some cave, so he had a personality before he came into the tower. That's how I've seen it. Jihad and them, they were adventuring. It was different. It's like, yo, what? That's crazy. This is dope. So like, I don't agree with them coming into the tower and they were just like 100, 1 million times stronger than Bam. I never agreed with that.
Yeah, we also don't know the training methods they went through. We also don't know what they did when they got there. We don't know anything about their adventure or anything about outside the tower.
Yeah,
The only person who came in kind of OD, and that's because he came in with the Thorn, was Enryu. And Phantom Medium's an Axis, so everything about him doesn't even apply to anybody else in the first place.
yeah, he's just completely
Ain't this the
different.
same nigga that was saying that we was whining when he was asleep during fucking Hash Ratchet backstory?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't have no clue who this is. He just talking about
No,
he
no,
just doing
no.
a thing where
I
we've
don't.
always said y'all just hate him because we strong. We've been over this song at dance before, and I don't really care to rehash it.
Yeah, I'm not like, yeah, if you knew, sit down in the bike. I'm not repeating myself, man. We've been through this conversation for fucking years now.
This is the last. This is the last station. Dustin was right. If you guys remember that, Dustin was right. But yeah, all right, Abdul. Thank you for coming through. We're done with the comments. Now we're just talking. So you said, oh no, not me. All right, fair enough. Oh, weird connection they share. Oh, maybe on some twin shit you're saying. I mean, I wouldn't put it past this. I use like no Sola. It's like my last breath, and it's like take my energy. I don't know. But wait, did he decapitate them? No, they're dead. They're dead. They're gone. Rack is such a vague character, but nobody cares because he's funny. He never mentioned his past, his goals, his race. We know next to nothing about him. I don't think SLU forgot. He's just so late with it, I guess. I guess a lot of these people in the chat haven't seen the epic 2019 discussions videos. Or just us versus the Bam zealots. All like 30 minutes of stream. You don't know nothing. Black March. Ah, I'm like, oh, good times. I miss it. I miss it. I always imagine Bam speaking with Morty's voice from Rick and Morty. You know what's funny? Anytime I use Bam's voice, I always use a softer voice. So it's kind of funny. Like I don't see him. Like I see him as like this little boy. So it's true. Y'all not reading. That always cracks me up. Yeah, that's the best one. We're never reading. Ain't nothing fun to read the journey about a cardboard OB character. If you like whack, go read soul leveling. Oh man. Well, don't start me on soul leveling. Oh man. But yeah, this was fun. This was good. You guys had a lot to say about it. I'm not sure what the next question I'm gonna do. I'm thinking about making this more of a reoccurring thing, like community questions. I ask something related to the chapter that happened. We have a discussion about it. I like it. It's engaging back and forth with the chat and the comments is always good and fun. Um, since you're here, Simeon, and I did the last chapter discussion on my own. Was there anything about the last chapter you want to say anything about? Chime in, or you're good.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck happened in the last chapter?
The last
The
chapter
last one.
is the one with White killing one of the twins. and
Oh,
goes to the
okay. So
field and he's like, I want to eat a regular soul. And we also had I think that also had the flashback with Hajin Sung saying that, oh, he became a monster, blah blah blah, yada yada. Go ahead.
okay, so I did read that because Lord knows I didn't read my SJ shit until like yesterday. So yeah, but now that chapter is cool. I mean, again with the whole introducing fucking brand new characters and then killing them off 4 chapters later shtick. And again with the giving them a bunch of panels just to fucking kill them. But it was very satisfying to see White just fuck what you talking about and decapitate. That was a lot of fun. But other than that, chapter was cool. I don't remember nothing about her, so I mean, yeah, that's cool.
Did the Hajin Sung flashback do anything for you? With him talking to White. He's my problem with a lot of Bam scenes though. They just feel like rehashed stuff. It's like I find that the moment that Bam had in this chapter talking to Hajin Sung was the exact same thing that Chai Ha said to him, like, you have the right to seek strongness because blah 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 blah. Like, don't let it consume you. Which I understand. The lesson is like, not don't become a monster like a lot of the other people's in the tower or anything. But I feel like the point is already well taken. Like,
Yeah,
can we?
it been. We don't need. I said it not last week. I think it was a few weeks ago now, maybe like 3. I'll say it again. We don't need to see the nigga relearn the same lesson over and over again. Learn a lesson one arc, then conveniently forget it the next just to learn it again. We are good off that.
Didn't like Haji Sun say something to him? We kind of had a similar thing where Haji Sun was like, "Oh, Bam, go be happy." Like it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty similar. So I don't know. It didn't do anything. It didn't add anything to both their character. He's just trying to add on their relationship. But like I said, personally, now I won't say this is a flaw, but I'll just say from a personal perspective, I just don't like this style of writing when it comes to this particular thing. When you're doing personal relationships and the whole personal relationship is just flashback after flashback, like that's not cool, man. Like I don't like it, but whatever. A lot of the fan base is probably okay with it, but
Again, the issue is not the flashback. The issue is the fucking cramming. As I said the last time we was all here, cramming does not work. It doesn't matter in what aspect of life it is. It doesn't work. So you can't sit here, have a whole story, and then right at the end, like, wait, hold on, look at this. I'm not gonna give a shit. I promise you. The reason why I say flashbacks are not an issue because Ace exists. Right? I always love to use that nigga as an example. Why does the OP fandom like a character so much that literally only appeared twice before he blank? And that's because it's established within the story how much this character means to the main character. It's that easy. And yes, everything that we know about him is only through flashbacks, but since the beginning, all the way up until blank, we have seen the effect that he's had on the main character. It's simple. Here, Jin Sung was literally being a fucking menace and threatening to kill Bam's friends, and now all of a sudden, Bam care about more master. We're good off that. Cramming does not work. Knock it off.
Hey, well said. Ain't nothing. Oh, yeah. Am I caught up on hardcore leveling? I am actually catching up. I'm gonna have a video on it. Will be out soon. I've been reading it. I've been catching up. I started over from the second season. I'm gonna catch up. I just was told by Lizard that Gosu is done apparently, so I'm gonna do that too for Gosu because I just caught up to Unordinary for the mid
Season
season
finale?
finale. So I'm doing hardcore leveling now. I've been doing like 4 to 6 chapters a day. I'm not killing myself. I'm catching up slowly because I restarted from the second season. Because after that, if Gosu is actually done, I think Lizard would have told me. I think he was last night. I'm gonna finish that, do a discussion, a video on that, and then we can finally do the stream where I read the new webtoons and everything, the random chatting and everything else. I want to catch up to everything I'm supposed to do because I have neglected hardcore leveling a little bit and everything. But I didn't say it. Oh yeah, white power. I just said Slayer white power. Hardcore leveling is so good. Soon I'll catch up. I thought I saw Death Flames around the Vanka, but now the Hansung is with her. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know what to do with a Vancouver. I'm just not sure. Rex prep patch was good enough for real. What is Hardcore 11 worrying about? Is it mostly action? Watch my video on it. What's that noise? Is that me?
No, Vince!
Huh? Huh?
It's you! You got static! Okay,
But
we are good.
no, hardcore leveling is like a video game story where like they go in a video game world and do stuff when they're dreaming. It's called lucid adventure, like a lucid dream, and you can control your character and stuff. But watch my video on it. It's really good. It's just fun. Like, it's really fun to read. Like, I don't think it's breaking any conventions from a writing standpoint or artistic standpoint, but I have a good time with it. I like it. Gotsu is one of the few things where I'd be there for the action. I'm like, I'm not a meathead, but they be fighting in Gotsu. I love that shit. Shout out to the Dumpling Boy. It's mostly RPG files done action. Also has characters when you find out why a hardcore leveling words way it is. Toxic gamer, you get him. And Dark Rose, yep. Smut was stream when? That's a Twitch stream. Call a Twitch for that. What's a Twitch stream? It's not a YouTube one. It's a Twitch stream. Well, we can get that happening in August. Like, August will be a stream month, and I do have some time off in that month anyway. But anyways, I'm not talking about nothing. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy the. I don't know where you guys are. If it's hopefully it's, summertime. Enjoy the weather. I've yet to play Wineko. When are you doing live streaming? I'll play along with me. It's gonna be in August. Maybe I could do a bit in July, end of July, but around that time because I have a bunch of new stuff and equipment coming in that I want to use for my gaming, streaming, and stuff. So just give me some time because now that I know a lot of these stuff I can claim and use as a write off, I can spend the money and get it back in my tax return. So, anyways, I'm out. Bye. I lost my dog to the streets. My dog, he ain't even